Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Elegant Balance podcast. I am so incredibly excited that you're here. I know I say that every week, but it's true every single week. So welcome back. Today, I want to share a practice with you that my family and I have been doing for quite some time. In fact, I think we've been doing it for about 4 years, and that is hygge. I know that's kind of a funny word, but I'm going to have to say it like multiple times in this episode. So bear with me because I think it's really worth it. Like I said, I learned about hygge about 4 years ago when I was just visiting with a friend. We were at the park, hanging out with our newborn daughters, watching our older kids play, when she had asked me if I had read a new book all about hygge. The book that she asked about was called The Little Book of Hygge by Mike Viking. I probably mispronounced that, but The Little Book of Hygge. And not only had I not read the book, but I had no idea what in the world hygge actually was. So I'm pretty sure her question was met with an expression of just like complete confusion. And I responded, no, I haven't. What in the world is hygge? Because the way she was describing it, it sounded really cool. So after talking to her, being the researcher that I am, I immediately went home and checked out all the books that I could find at the library all about hygge. And I loved it so much, this concept of practicing hygge, that I slowly started incorporating it into my family's daily life. In fact, it didn't take long until my son, who was 4 at the time, started asking if we could do hygge. And he would be the one who kind of initiated it and get excited about the different elements and getting everything ready so we could have a cozy evening together as a family. And so it quickly became a Hackney family evening tradition. And it's one that we've been doing almost every night since then. So let's rewind just a little bit and talk about what hygge actually is. So the interesting thing about hygge is that there's not actually a direct English translation for it. Um, it's actually a Danish word that refers roughly to a feeling of coziness and comfort. In the words of the song from Frozen, the Broadway musical, hygge means comfortable, hygge means cozy, hygge means sitting by the fire with your cheeks all rosy. And so typically, hygge is associated with the colder months of the year. But even though that's the case, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy hygge all year round. Um, One thing I do want to note before we get into it too far is that hygge has been kind of sweeping the self-care world by storm. You've possibly heard about it, maybe not, but if you have heard about it, you've probably seen social media posts, you maybe have come across different hygge items on Amazon. But honestly, it's kind of been misconstrued, blown out of proportion, used as a marketing gimmick. A quick Google search will make you feel like you need to completely redecorate your home and buy the coziest of blankets and slippers and all the things just so you can do hygge. And that's not true. In fact, at its core, hygge is all about just creating a sense of comfort and contentment in your daily life. It's about finding joy in the simple things and savoring the present moment, which doesn't really involve going out and buying anything, unless you just simply want a new cozy blanket. So I know that each of us could use a little bit more hygge in our lives, because like I said, at its core, it's really just living intentionally, which is what we're all about here at the Elegant Balance podcast. So some key aspects of hygge include one, presence. So, and not presents like gifts, but presence, being present in the moment. It's all about being present, cherishing the company of the loved ones that you have around you, being mindful of your surroundings and the people that we're with. Secondly, it's concerned with well-being. So whether we're cooking a delicious meal, or we're taking a relaxing bath, or we're reading a book curled up by the fire, a key aspect of hygge is relaxing and taking care of ourselves. Hygge is also about making connections, whether it's with your family or with your friends or even strangers. It's about building relationships, opening your home, even if it's messy or imperfect, and creating a sense of community and belonging. Another aspect of hygge is creating a warm and inviting atmosphere, which, like I said, you might see a lot of products on Amazon that are advertised as hygge products. But you don't need anything new. You probably have candles, or you could dim your lights or turn off the overhead lights and turn on a lamp, and get under a cozy blanket. You already have these aspects in your house. The idea about hygge and the atmosphere is that it should be comfortable, it should be relaxing, and it should encourage conversation and connection with the people that you're with. And finally, a key aspect of hygge is to simply slow down and enjoy the simple things in life. Things like a warm cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. Finding joy in those simple, everyday moments. So, why should you consider doing hygge or incorporating more hygge into your life? Well, for starters, it's just a lot of fun. There is nothing that I love more than just incorporating as many aspects of hygge as possible on a cold, dark, wintry night. But as you probably can imagine or already see, being present, focusing on our own well-being, and then connecting with loved ones, enjoying cozy atmospheres, and being grateful for the simple things in life are good. It's good for you, right? In fact, research has found that Denmark, which is the home of hygge, consistently ranks as one of the happiest countries in the world. In fact, according to the World Happiness Report, Denmark has been in the top 3 ranking since the report's inception in 2012. Some researchers actually attribute part of this happiness to the Danish concept of hygge and the importance that they place culturally on well-being and community and balance. So, how can hygge help us create a better work-life balance? So, it actually can help in several different ways. By focusing on the present moment and finding joy in the simple things, hygge encourages you to take a step back from the hustle and bustle of our daily lives and simply just appreciate the small things, the things that matter most to you. And a key aspect of work-life balance, as we've discussed here before on the Elegant Balance podcast, is doing more of what matters most to you and eliminating the distractions of unimportant things. So a life spent being present and appreciating the simple things is going to result in a richer life, and it's going to result in you feeling more balanced. Secondly, hygge encourages self-care and taking the time to relax and recharge. I know the self-care can be really difficult for us busy moms, but intentionally practicing hygge, these specific aspects of self-care and focusing in on our well-being and taking time to relax, you can ensure that you have the energy that you need, energy, which is a key resource in achieving work-life balance, that you need that energy to play all the different roles that you play, right? To be successful as a mom, a wife, a friend, a daughter, a sister, whatever different roles you're playing, you need energy to show up in those roles. Third, hygge places importance on building deeper connections with other people, which can also help with work-life balance, believe it or not. Social support is a key resource in managing work and family demands, and also a key resource in coping with stress. And so by taking time to connect with loved ones, with your colleagues, with your neighbors, you're creating a sense of community and belonging, and you're creating a social support network that you can fall back on when you need to. Finally, hygge encourages creating comfortable and inviting spaces. I'm a really big fan of creating beautiful spaces to live life in. A neat, tidy, relaxing, and welcoming space is going to help you stay organized, be comfortable, and just generally enjoy life that much more when you are in those spaces. And this is going to go for both work and at home. So now that you're convinced of the benefits of hygge, you might be wondering, how do I incorporate it into my life? Well, it's honestly quite simple, and that's the beauty of it. At work, incorporating hygge could be as simple as just creating a comfortable and inviting workspace. You could do this by adding a cozy throw to the chair, placing a few plants around your desk, bringing in different personal touches like photographs or other decorative items that make you feel at home. In my office, I actually have a space heater to keep it really cozy. And I even have an electric candle that kind of flickers, making it look like a real candle since I'm not actually allowed to light candles in the office. But this can make your workplace feel less sterile and more inviting, which helps you to feel more relaxed, more comfortable when you're at work. Another way you can incorporate hygge at work is to take breaks throughout the day. You could take a short walk around the block. You could enjoy a hot cup of coffee or tea, or even just step away from the desk and read a chapter of one of your favorite books. The key is to give yourself time to just relax and recharge and disconnect from work so that when you come back after your break, you are ready to go and tackle whatever task comes next. Another way you can incorporate hygge at work is to um, build connections with your colleagues, right? I've already said that building connections with others is a key aspect of hygge, and that's no different when we're at work. So take time to connect with your colleagues, whether it's through a quick chat over coffee or taking time to meet up outside of work, possibly, and getting to know each other. Building stronger relationships with your colleagues is going to make the workday that much more enjoyable and also going to help you build your social support network. At home, incorporating hygge can be achieved in much the same way. First, you could just simply create a cozy, relaxing atmosphere. You can do this by lighting candles or using soft lighting, or adding comfortable throw pillows and blankets to your space. It doesn't really take anything special. Like I said, you've probably already have the things that you might need to make something super cozy. You just need to bring them together and intentionally make it make it cozy, right? You probably have throw pillows or blankets or candles. The idea is just like getting those all elements all together and then being present and enjoying them. Like I mentioned previously, our family does hygge almost every night, especially in the winter. And what this looks like for us is just the kids will dim the lights down and they'll get it just right. They're very picky about their hygge light. Um, we turn on the fireplace if it's cool enough outside. I will turn on some soft jazz music and we will do our Bible reading for the day. We will maybe read a fiction book as well, or play a board game, or just chat. It's really cool to see how much they open up and also how much they relax. And it helps them transition from the busy craziness of the day and dinner and the excitement into bedtime. It's really eased that transition for us. Um, Perhaps most importantly, like I said, hygge involves spending quality time with your loved ones. So put down your phone, put away other distractions, and just simply focus in on the people around you. Maybe it's having conversations, maybe it's making a special, comforting meal together, or maybe it's inviting your friends or your neighbors over for a dinner party. It doesn't have to look the same for everyone, but that connection is a key piece of it. So I hope this episode has inspired you to incorporate some more hygge into your daily life. Maybe you're already doing some of these different things, but knowing that it actually is a thing, that hygge is a thing, and that it's linked to happiness, maybe you'll be able to intentionally do more of it. And if you've never done it before, maybe it'll inspire you to light a candle, to make a cozy space, to focus more on self-care and to connect with the people around you. I can't wait to hear more about how you guys choose to incorporate hygge into your life. So let me know over on Instagram or via email, however you want to reach out. I would love to know what you're doing to incorporate more hygge into your everyday. Have a beautiful, joy-filled week, friends.